This is breaking news from CBS 11.
Right now at 6:30, breaking news out of Georgia, where an overnight shooting sent 2 police officers to the hospital.
Closer to home, first responders jump into action after a car goes off of a road and into a creek, where this happened overnight.
And 2 violent crashes about 2 blocks apart are connected. This morning, 4 people are in the hospital, but one of those patients is under police watch right now. CBS 11's Elizabeth Dinh joins us now live from Dallas to explain. Liz.
Karen, good morning. So the scene here, it has reopened. It was closed for 3 hours. The driver of a pickup truck, we've learned, according to investigators, was initially involved in a hit and run crash. He allegedly left the scene just a couple blocks from here. Officials tell me he then ran a red light at this intersection, the Woodall Rogers Service Road and Ackard Street, then slammed into a small SUV. The scene cleared about an hour ago, but here's what we know. 4 people were inside that SUV. It's a Nissan Juke, and 3 of them are in critical condition after that violent crash. The driver of the pickup truck was taken to the hospital as well. I've learned he is now under police watch, and investigators will question him as soon as they can. Investigators tell me they are also looking at alcohol as a possible factor in both of these crashes. Reporting live from downtown Dallas, Elizabeth Dinh, CBS 11 News.
All right, Liz, thank you. Our focus now shifts to the weather. A slight chill for some of you this morning gives way to some warmer temperatures today.
Yeah, how long will these fairly nice temperatures last? Meteorologist Scott Padgett's in the Weather Center with the hour-by-hour forecast. Scott?
It is cool for some this morning. And ladies, if you're deciding to put on leggings, there's a big conversation going on our Facebook page. If they're pants or if they're leggings, if you should wear something over them, you can join in there. I'm saying please put something over them. But this morning, as we take a look, our temperatures are sitting in the 50s. There's some rain off towards the north in Oklahoma. But we're dry here, even though a front's going to work its way through. We're in the low 50s in Flower Mound to 56 in Irving to about 63 in Addison. On the wide view across North Texas, the front now is working its way through Bowie, where the winds are coming up just a bit. So hour by hour this morning, our temperatures will climb their way to 62 degrees by 9:30, up to 70 degrees by 12:30, with those winds coming up to near 10 to 20 miles per hour. We make it to the mid-70s today. I'm still tracking that rain. I'll show you the best timing of our rain chances coming up in just a few minutes. Chelsea's here now to show you the timing on the roadways, and it's bad in some spots, huh?
Yes, it's really starting to slow down. Traffic alert for you guys. I-20 westbound approaching US 377. We had an earlier car fire. This is in Benbrook. You're going to want to avoid this stretch of roadways. We sent Mobile 11 out there to give us a different perspective since we weren't able to see with our TxDOT camera. And it looks like crews are still going to be out there for a little while. So you're going to see those delays as you're making your way westbound there. You could use Southwest Boulevard instead to get by. Even I-30, just depends on which direction is going to be better for you. Not too far from this, 35W northbound approaching Long Avenue. We have 2 cars involved in a crash. Only the right lane gets by. We're seeing brake lights below I-30, making your way all the way up to this point, traveling less than 20 miles per hour, which at least is some improvement. We were traveling less than 10 just a few minutes ago, but you may still want to take Beach Street to get by that point. 360 northbound, this is the TxDOT camera you're looking at right now. Arkansas, the right lane and right shoulder are blocked. Several crews and emergency vehicles are out there, so give yourself plenty of extra time or use Great Southwest Parkway instead. Back to you.
Chelsea, thanks. 6:33 right now, and back to our breaking news from overnight. First, in Frisco, emergency crews had to rescue a driver after a car went off Custer Road and into a creek. No word yet on the person's condition or what caused that crash. And we are keeping a close watch on a story in Georgia. 3 people shot overnight near Savannah, including 2 police officers. The officers have non-life-threatening injuries. There's no word on how the third is doing. Police are still trying to figure out what led to the shooting.
We continue to follow a developing story in Fort Worth. 2 bodies discovered in a burning SUV just weeks after a similar scene nearby. Now police are trying to figure out what's going on near Lake Arlington. That's where CBS 11's Arzo Dose joins us now live. So, Arzo, who are police looking for this morning?
Well, good morning, Karen. At this point, they're asking witnesses to come forward if they've got any information. But I want to show you, you could see where the Fort Worth police car is. That officer has been here all night, making sure that no one goes beyond his patrol car. That's where the burning SUV was found in this field back here. Firefighters spotted smoke, and as soon as they made their way through the gate, I'm told they found the SUV. But that's not all. They also found the 2 bodies towards the back of the SUV. Now, police aren't only trying to figure out what exactly happened, but they're trying to also understand who these victims are. The fire was so intense, investigators can't even tell if the victims are male or female.
This appears to be an isolated incident. I don't think the people that live here need to be alarmed. We are aware of the issues, the things that are going on around here. We'll be giving this area some extra patrol, but it seems to be pretty isolated.
Now, several weeks ago, firefighters put out a grass fire and discovered a woman's body burned and wrapped up in a rug. That scene was not too far away, just about a mile and a half from here. Police say this is mainly an industrial area, but there is a neighborhood nearby. They are hoping someone saw something. If you know anything about this, call police. Live in Fort Worth, Arzo Dos, CBS 11 News.
All right, thank you very much, Arzo. And right now, the Dallas Medical Examiner is working to identify skeletal remains found behind a studio movie grill. It happened yesterday near 35E and Northwest Highway. No word yet when that person might have died, but police say it may not have happened recently.
North Texas police are asking more potential victims of a carjacker to come forward today. They say that the man stole 2 vehicles and tried to take a third at a car wash in Arlington. His crime spree came to an end after he walked into a home on Fort Hunt Drive and was confronted by a homeowner and his knife.
We went to my driveway, and it was a struggle to hold him there till the police got there, but I guess the lady across the street called 911, and the police were already in the area.
The suspect was arrested, but police aren't naming him as of yet.
Republican presidential candidates are preparing for their debate in Colorado tonight. 11 candidates, including Texas Senator Ted Cruz and Donald Trump, will take the stage. The debate airs on CNBC at 7 p.m. Central. Our own Jack Fink will be following the debate. You can keep up with his live Twitter feed by following CBS 11 Jack. And don't forget, Twitter is partnering with CBS News for the Democratic debate in Iowa on November 14th. The site will provide real-time data, reactions, and give voter questions to CBS News. The House of Representatives will vote on its next House Speaker today. Wisconsin Congressman Paul Ryan is the heavy favorite after winning support from major Republican groups.
It's back to school today for students at Coble Middle School. Workers restored power after a transformer fire at the Mansfield ISD school over the weekend. All before and after school activities are back on the schedule today. There's no word yet when students will make up those missed days. Well, parents in Dallas ISD can learn more about a proposed bond today. District officials say that the $1.6 billion measure would not raise tax rates and would fund new schools. Tonight's meeting is at Wilmer Hutchins High School at 6.
Technical difficulties interrupted the first game of the World Series. So if you gave up and went to sleep, you missed the matchup that went 14 innings. The Royals took the first win against the Mets 5-4. The teams face off again tomorrow in Kansas City. Well, you may notice a different kind of officer patrolling One North Texas City.
Plus, the grades are in and there's room for improvement, the areas that American students are struggling in the most.
All right, at 6:37, we had temperatures mid-50s to the low 60s across parts of the Metroplex this morning. All right, we're going to try to take a look at your bus stop forecast real quickly. It's going to be another nice day on the way for us here in North Texas. I got to get this bus stop shout out in, though, for all the students right now that are waking up right now. Let's get to Marjorie Walton Elementary School students. There's your shout out. Cool morning, 57 degrees. After school today, 77. Chelsea. All
right, watching the roadways, and we still have some lane blockages here. Only the left lane getting by for this earlier car fire, I-20 westbound at 377. Here's your live pick. Right now, they're going to force you to exit over by Windsock once you get closer to the actual crash site there and car fire site. I'll help you get around this coming up, and we've got lots of other crashes out there, so buckle up, everybody. We'll be right back after this quick break. Thanks for watching CBS 11.
Time now is 6:41, reducing crime in Richardson while speeding up response times. Those are the goals of a program launched by the police department. A team of public safety officers will take reports in non-emergency situations such as helping stranded drivers. The department says this will help free up uniformed officers for emergencies. Some residents are on board with this plan already.
I'm hoping it will be a good plan. If it works, it will be wonderful.
I love the idea. Maybe we should volunteer and go work with them.
The Richardson public safety officers will drive pickup trucks instead of patrol cars, and they won't be armed. They'll also be wearing light blue shirts instead of navy.
Well, today a judge will decide if a lawsuit to oust Dallas District Attorney Susan Hawk will move forward. Both the county attorney from outside the area and the judge must determine if that suit has merit. That's to avoid any conflict of interest since Hawk can't weigh in on her own case. A former employee filed the lawsuit claiming that Hawk is not fit to serve because of mental health issues. All new this morning, a look at America's schools, the two age groups that seem to be struggling the most in the classroom.
A Texas teenager calling out her school over a question in a class assignment. And now she's getting support from some pretty important people.
Coming up, would your car seats keep you and your family safe in a crash? Our investigation reveals serious concerns. Plus, our political director on tonight's GOP debate and new frontrunner Ben Carson's potential strategy. More real news coming up on CBS This Morning, next.